With the holiday season just around the corner, it's time to revisit the evolution of Christmas and the traditions through the years. The last half of the 20th century defined how we celebrate Christmas, and some of the heartwarming traditions of the past are still very strong, kept alive by families who cherish the past. This is Christmas through the years. Let me start by saying that Christmas decades ago was not a season that started the day after Halloween. Many years ago, Christmas was something that people started to think about only after Thanksgiving, and some families didn't even decorate until Christmas Eve. That means the day before Christmas, families would head out to find their live tree, bring it home to then trim and decorate just in time for Santa to arrive a few hours later. Across all the decades, Christmas was more about gathering together with family and friends rather than getting expensive gifts. The 1950s was a period defined by optimism, and there was a very strong emphasis on family values. This made the Christmas season a very special time that saw the start of many timeless holiday traditions. Families would come together sometime between Thanksgiving and Christmas Eve to decorate a real Christmas tree with delicate glass ornaments, lots and lots of tinsel, and even some garland. Many of the decorations at this time were handmade too, from paper decorations to candy canes or gingerbread. The living room would become a cozy haven, bathed in the warm glow of twinkling lights and the scent of evergreen. And the hopes of getting a Mr. Potato Head or a new Barbie doll was on just about every kid's mind. Recollection Road is proud to partner with Legacy Box. Watch until the end of this video to find out more about digitizing your family's irreplaceable memories, and then visit legacybox.com/recollection for an incredible 55% off. The 1960s was a decade marked by a cultural revolution, and the holidays were impacted by the creative liberties of the time. Artificial trees gained popularity during this time, often in striking colors like pink and turquoise, reflecting the era's bold and unconventional spirit. The space race also had a surprising influence on Christmas decor, with futuristic elements finding their way into ornaments and decorations. This was also the time when pop culture began to shape the holiday season, and TV specials like A Charlie Brown Christmas captured the hearts of millions of Americans. Commercialized toys and trends really got their start in the 1960s, and this had everyone wanting the hottest toys, like a Chatty Cathy doll or a Light Bright. The 1970s brought us a unique blend of the old and the new. Christmas was becoming bigger with each passing decade. Christmas music albums were being released by all the top singers, and TV specials filled the airwaves. The ugly sweater trend actually started during the 1970s, although they were just considered Christmas sweaters and not so much ugly. Handmade gifts and traditional recipes continued to be central to the holiday experience, which continued to reinforce the importance of family connections. But families were beginning to change too, with single-parent households on the rise. The must-have toys of the decade were the newly introduced Nerf ball, an Evel Knievel stunt cycle, and of course, Star Wars action figures. We also saw a number of electronic games and handheld devices that would really shape the future of Christmas. The 1980s witnessed the rise of new technologies, with personal computers and video game consoles making their way into homes en masse. Families looked forward to their favorite shows airing their annual holiday episode, and kids were still excited to watch the Rankin and Bass specials that aired each year. The 1980s was the pinnacle for shopping at the mall, and a visit to see Santa Claus there was always a fun tradition. And what were kids asking for? Well, it's no surprise that toys like Cabbage Patch Kids, Transformers, and Nintendo Entertainment Systems found their way under countless Christmas trees. The 1990s saw the end to many of the familiar traditions that we enjoyed over the last half-century. With the addition of the internet, our favorite Christmas catalogs slowly began to disappear, ending a century of excitement that kids would feel when searching the pages to make their Christmas list. This decade did, however, bring us a new Christmas movie that became an instant classic in Home Alone. And there were TV commercials that became part of the Christmas season, like the polar bears from Coke, the Hershey Kiss Bells, and the Old Navy performance fleece ads. It also seemed like each year there was another hot toy that all the parents were vying for. From Tickle Me Elmo to Furbies, the 1990s was the last great decade when it came to shopping in person. The eras of Christmas that spanned the 1950s to the 1990s brought its own unique charm to the holiday season, reflecting both the cultural shifts and the technological advancements over that time. As we celebrate today, we carry on a blend of these traditions that bridges the gap between the past and the present. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything, and make sure to sign up for the Recollection Road newsletter using the link in the description. Recollection Road and Legacy Box both believe it's important to preserve the past. If you're like me, there's a box of your family's treasured home movies and photos tucked away somewhere, and Legacy Box can help you preserve them digitally. The process is a simple and safe solution for converting your home movies and photos to thumb drive or to the cloud. Just send in your Legacy Box filled with old VHS and camcorder tapes, film reels, and pictures, and get back digital copies that can be easily enjoyed, shared, and kept organized. It's that easy. Legacy Box is trusted by over 1 million people, and it's all done right here in the USA. Get started preserving your past today. Go to legacybox.com/recollection to get an incredible 55% off. Buy today to take advantage of this exclusive offer and send in your memories when you're ready. Go to legacybox.com/recollection to save 55% while supplies last. If you enjoyed this video, consider watching the other videos in this Christmas series. While you're at it, hit subscribe and share Recollection Road with someone you know. As always, thank you so much for watching.